So when here R plus means you are opening the file, reading as well as writing. When you are opening file with the plus operations or W symbol, okay, the or A symbol, okay, A means append, okay, the file you are opening for your okay, the file if the file exists, it will write into the file. If the file does not exist, it will create new files. Okay, then W plus W means it will overwrite the file so that your past data will be erased, and will also it is always safe to open the existing file in the append mode only. Okay, append mode means whatever the content you are now you are writing into the file, whatever content you are writing now, it will be appended, okay, it will be appended at the end of the file only, so the past content will be saved. Okay, then we will come to the, suppose I want to create file, so you want to create new file, so in what are all the modes we can open. If you want to create new file, then you can open W or W plus, A or A plus. So then even okay, so W plus A or A plus. In this, so it will open the new file for you. But when you are opening R plus, okay, it's a reading purpose, the file must exist, otherwise you can ask me, here we are opening our read and write, but when you are opening with the R symbol, the file should exist, it won't create new file. Okay, that you keep in mind. Then we are moving to the opening of files. This is the open method. Okay, we have passed only one argument, that is file name alone. So here we can pass absolute path or relative path. Relative path means we are in the current directory. The current directory only contains the text.txt file. Okay, we are inside the current directory. The current directory only the file is available. Okay, when you are just giving the relative path or just giving the file name alone, it will the Python interpreter will search the particular file in the current directory only. If it does not exist, it will throw the error message for you. Okay, so here only we are passing only the file name, and the file mode we have not passed. File mode means in what purpose we are opening the file, whether you are opening the file reading purpose or writing purpose. Reading purpose means we can allow more than one people can read the message, but okay, writing means we should allow only one persons to write into that file. Okay, so like ticket booking, railway reserve, in your railway system, you are booking the ticket now. So when you are reading the tickets, how many tickets are available, so many persons will read at a time. But when you are booking the ticket, only one persons will be allowed in that area. Okay, so file mode, here the default mode is read mode. So if you are not specify anything, it will be taken, that is you are open the file for reading purpose alone. Okay, it will return, in turn the open method will return the file handler. Okay, file handler you can take it, always you can keep file handler name as a F. Okay, so the file with the help of file handle only, we are going to read anything from the file, or we are going to write into the file only. Okay, so I already told file handling is nothing but it's just like a cursor which will indicate the current positions where we are. Okay, or where we are going to write. Okay, here they have not mentioned the mode. Here they have explicitly mentioned the mode. Okay, then here we are opening the file for reading as well as writing purpose. Here you are opening the file for reading as well as writing purpose. So R plus means it is opening for reading purpose as well as writing purpose. But if the file does not exist, it will throw the error message when you are opening with the R symbol. Okay, then here it is, we are opening the file. How to open the binary file in this, that is binary file for reading purpose. So simply you append the character of B, so it indicates you are opening the binary file. Then this is the absolute path. Absolute path means you are in D colon, that is you are in some other directory. If you want to open the file which is available in the C directory, okay, C folder, then you have to give absolute path. Absolute path means complete path where the file is present. We are giving full path, that is absolute path. Full full path of the file to access a file, as we are in the different folder. Okay, the file is present in the C directory, but we are in the D colon. So we are giving the absolute path of the file. Suppose I am in the same directory means I can give just relative path. So relative path means you are just giving the file name alone. That is called relative path. That you can give file name alone in the case when you are in the same directory. Okay, but if you are in the different directory, then you should give a absolute path, that is complete full path of the file. Okay, then so here we are opening. This is example for the relative path. Here we specified only the file name. Okay, not the full path of the file. Okay, then Jupyter. Okay, in Jupyter notebook, the example for the absolute path. For example, you can see here. So this is the file I have opened. Suppose if you want to, so even I will run one more file for you. Okay, when you are opening the Jupyter notebook, it will be like this. Okay, it will be like this. You just if you want to create new Python file, you just click this here and you click the Python 3. I already opened the new Python. So it is here. I have opened this one. Now I am in the command mode. If I want to switch over to the edit mode, just double click. Okay, or press the enter key. Here. So if you want to open a particular file, okay, which is present inside the, for example, I want to open text.txt, which is present. See here, which is present in the inside the documents and inside the Python folder. Okay, here it is present. So for the path, we can take it. Take it from file is in the directory. Suppose if you want to if you want to find the path of the file means you have to click the folder my computer. Click the my computer. In that we actually the file is in the document folder. In the document folder inside the Python folder the file is available here. So just I am pressing here and edit the address. So it will come like this. I am copying this one and I am pasting this here. Okay, so I am coming into the this. Okay, in this Jupyter window. So here I want to open, so you can paste it here. Suppose if you want to open this particular file means it's a file handler. Okay, just like cursor open, and inside the single quotes you can paste whatever you copied the path of the file. This is the complete path of the file. Okay, where the file was stored. Text dot with the extension tst. So if you want to execute this command, then you have to press the shift enter. Okay, then it will be executed. It's showing it throwing some error. Code cannot decode the bytes. The file truncated. So first we will see whether the file name is correct. The file name is correct. Then here you have used the slash. It's a single slash. Okay, it has some special meanings. To avoid that, we have to use double slash, or we have to add the R character, raw string character in front of this, so that it will read as such. For example, once again I am copying this one. So just copy this one, copy and paste it here, Control V. Then you can add, you can prefix the R character in front of that, so that the special meaning will be suppressed, of this string will be suppressed. Now you execute, press the that is shift enter, it will be executed. That means no error. Okay. One thing, you can introduce double slash to suppress the special meaning of particular, that is slash t means it will be treated as a tab character. To avoid that, to suppress the special meaning of that, you can avoid one more escape sequence character slash. Okay, and slash also having a special meaning which is used for division purpose. To suppress that meaning, we are including one more slash. Or else if you want to put only single slash means you can include, you can prefix the R character. It means it is a raw string. It will be read as such. Okay, there is no special meaning to any character. Okay, then you can include the R also in front of that. Then Here they have included, they have opened the file for reading purpose. Then closing the file. Okay, while closing the files, close method will be used. The close method the close method actually forces your all data which you want to write into the file. Okay, it will force the